So about Kaido and Big Mom, both of these characters play a very prominent role in the story. They are 2 out of the 4 emperors of the story, so of course they would. Combined, they almost make up half of the world's power. Well, at least from what we know so far. There might be some hidden party that we aren't aware of yet, but by themselves, they are global threats to the story. If they really wanted to, they could wipe out entire islands. Like how Big Mom was about to destroy Fishman Island since they didn't provide us Snickers or something like that. They play really big roles in the story's power structure. With even one of them gone, it will impact the story on a global scale. When Whitebeard died, it impacted the world to its core. But now, by the looks of it, both Kaido and Big Mom are about to be taken out of the picture. And seeing how much Whitebeard's removal impacted the story, it's gonna end up being world shattering. But unlike Whitebeard, I do not think either Kaido or Big Mom will end up dying. Whitebeard died mostly because he was already sick, and he purposely took attacks head on. You could even say that he intended for himself to die in that war, if that was what was needed to save Ace, which it did, as a way to end the crew with a bang, you could say, since they weren't really all that active anymore, at least compared to their days when Roger was still around. So they wanted to end it on a high note, but I don't really see Kaido or Big Mom dying. I see them being defeated but not actually killed. So like many other people are wondering, what will they do after Wano is over? Because they will still be alive, just not as Yonkos. That's what I wanted to try and theorize about today, on what Kaido and Big Mom will be doing after they have their Yonko titles stripped. Before that though, like and subscribe for future content. I was inspired to make this video due to my previous one, where I talked about what Orochi would be up to if he ended up surviving the war, which you should check out by the way if you have not already. In Orochi's case, it was a lot more clear cut. Orochi is way less influential in the story than Big Mom or Kaido. He was just a figurehead that had a grudge on the Kazuki clan. But for Kaido and Big Mom, it will be a whole different story. They will be defeated, but it wouldn't make them any less powerful. They are still the cream of the crop in the One Piece world, just without their titles. First, let's think of what would happen to the respective crews. For Big Mom, her crew would probably just disband. Besides like Perospero or Smoothie, Big Mom's kids are not that close to her. They are part of her crew and obey her, but it is mostly out of fear. Big Mom never really raised them as kids. She just used them to grow her crew more powerful and stronger. They are only her children in name only. Their relationship is more like a boss and their employees. Well, a boss that kills you if she doesn't get her 10,000 calorie intake, but you get what I mean. I know Katakuri will probably do his own thing. Most of them will probably just live normal lives or join other crews. By the way, I'm not saying that Katakuri will join the Straw Hats. I think that is a very unlikely scenario to happen. They are on good terms, but for someone like Katakuri to work under Luffy doesn't seem right. They respect each other, but it is more of an equal respect rather than a crewmate and a captain kind of respect. So Big Mom's crew will just shrink enormously, and she will have a lot less of a powerful crew altogether. As for Kaido, his crew will probably be even worse than Big Mom's. Big Mom's crew had blood relations, so that at least kind of kept them connected in some way. But Kaido's crew really had nothing going for them. Besides like the All-Stars and some of the Tobiropo, his crewmates have zero attachment to each other. Some of the Tobiropo like Oti actually have a pretty close relationship to Kaido, but others like Drake or Apu only have an issue leaving. Some of them were even forced to join Kaido. They were running their own crews before joining his, so this would be a good opportunity for them to also leave. Kaido's crew was strictly focused on building power, and he took the means to an end route with that. Both crews would end up being former shells of themselves, but seeing it as they would still be alive, I don't see Big Mom or Kaido taking the sitting down. They would definitely in some way try to get back at Luffy, Law, and Kid, and this is the part where my theory comes into play. I think Rox is going to end up coming back to the story and reassembling his old crew. Well, most of his old crew. There will be missing members like Whitebeard for obvious reasons. I don't know if it will be by revival or what, but Rox will come back again. They dedicated a whole flashback to Roger and Garp centered around him, and by the end of it, they don't confirm if he is alive or dead. So you already know 9 times out of 10 Rox is still kicking. He will end up coming back sometime down the road, and probably end up being the final roadblock to Luffy. It will be a stronger crew than before too, since Kaido and Big Mom are stronger than back then. Blackbeard will probably be on this as well, but I can't say for sure that he'll be with Rox. I know people think Blackbeard looks up to Rox as his idol and all, but that doesn't mean Rox will reciprocate his feelings. With how much of a powerhouse his crew will be if this ends up being true, he could end up obliterating Blackbeard's crew. So basically after Wano, Big Mom and Kaido will be with Rox again. Maybe not directly afterwards Wano, but somewhere down the road I could see that happening. But yeah, that is pretty much where I see Kaido and Big Mom being after losing their Yonko seats. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe for future content. Peace.